Hey boys and girls, I'm Nick in the States, and after a long, slothful winter, I seem to have grown a little bit in relation to the size of this guitar. In fact, this is a little Johnston 7/8 scale that my daughter has bedazzled and blinged out, but I'll tell you, I may do a review of this at some point, because actually, it sounds kind of good. I mean, it's not phenomenal, but it actually is set up reasonably well, and it plays pretty well for a little kid's guitar. Now that I've lost all credibility, let's move on. So I wanted to do a little coffee talk. I realized after the fact that my coffee mug and my shirt actually have some sort of theming that really doesn't mean anything. So, anyway, I'm on vacation. I have 6 weeks off with no work whatsoever. They can't call me. I can't check my email. In fact, I've removed email from my phone, which is really kind of sweet. I get to play the Mr. Mom role. You know, my kids are on vacation this week, whatnot. But it means I get to do a lot of fun stuff like guitar-related and just fun-related, which I'm super excited about. So, with that in mind, what I'm doing is a daily guitar of the day on my Instagram feed. Go follow Instagram! What's Instagram? I still don't know. I think you put pictures up and you put a lot of hashtags around them. I'm still figuring that out. But every day I do a picture and at least a little video snippet showing off the guitar. I'll probably adjust how I do the video snippets. You know, I've got 6 weeks to figure out how I want to present those. So, Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram, Nick in the States. That's me. Hi. Next, some interesting value-priced guitar stuff, little updates. That's why I left this space right here, so I can put things like that Instagram picture, or a picture of Cheryl Tiegs from the 70s. Just saying, it's a formative picture. I really liked it. Moving on. Vacation. Woo! So, Monoprice. Some of you that have been around a while might remember I did a video for the Monoprice 18-watt tube amp, which was kind of like a Laney Cub, I think with a little bit bigger speaker. And good quality, super cheap, like really inexpensive. The reverb was kind of but the rest of the amp was really kind of awesome, and it now has been living at my father-in-law's house where he's been enjoying it greatly. Well, they had a line of guitars there. They were really inexpensive. I think they were like the $100 to $140 range, and Monoprice always runs sales, so you could get them actually even cheaper than that. Recently, they've announced their new Indio line. Indio, not India. Indio line of guitars. And by announced, I mean they appeared on the site. And then friends of mine on forums went, oh my god, they're new guitars! And many people that subscribed to the channel messaged me or left comments saying, hey, these are right up your alley. $200, $180 Les Paul style, Tele style, Strat style, but with beautiful flame tops or quilt tops, really some kind of cool finishes and stuff. I hope you check them out. And I said, yes, I will be doing so. So they're still not in stock yet, but as you can see from the pictures of the Cali, which is their Strat style, their Retro, which is their Tele style, and their 66, which is their Les Paul style, each one in 2 different finishes. All of them $180 for the bolt necks and $200 for the set necks. Really kind of great prices. And a look at the headstock on the 66. Either you love it or you hate it. But the key thing is the strings are going straight over that nut, pretty much up to the tuners, kind of like on a PRS, which people say improves student tuning stability, world peace, and is gluten-free. So these are good things. Check those guys out. You can sign up on a list. I actually emailed them today and said, hey, everyone wants me to check these out. Here's my channel. Here's some really cool stuff. I liked your other amp. Maybe you could send me some to demo so I don't have to buy all of them. We'll see what happens. I will commit to at least buying one of them to do some demos for, and maybe do something cool with. Stay tuned for that. Next, speaking of spending money and why I'm not just throwing money all over the place, I have a Harley Benton order going in, I believe, on Friday of this week, which means it'll be a couple weeks until it comes back in. And at this point, so subject to change, is I'm going to do an XT22, which is their double cut, kind of cool topped set neck one. And then I'm going to do that, I think it's an ST59 or an ST62 HM. It's a soft V-necked, red, gold hardware, Alnico pickup Stratocaster style guitar. That I just wanted to play that neck. Let's see what the neck's like. They're each about a couple $100 or a couple €100, depending on where you are in the world. So I'm hoping to get that order in this week, ideally, and that way we'll get it in to me in the next 2 or 3 weeks or so I'll be able to review them on my vacation with all my free time. Hooray! Onward, upward, nextward. Just before I went to film this, Michael Kelly sent me an email and sent many, many, many people an email. If you're on the email list, you probably got it too. They're coming out with new lower-end tele-style guitars that start at $350. They've got a 6-string, which is the 53 dB, a 7-string, which is the 507X, an 8-string, which is the 508X, and they also have some basses starting at $350. And the cool thing on at least the 6-string, and I think it's the same with the 7/8, is that they have their Magic 8 switching, which is just basically you can coil tap the humbuckers to single coil, and that way you can mix and match all the different possible tonal possibilities. But they have some really cool finishes, including this partial eclipse on a 2-humbucker telly that I think I like a lot. I think. I'm not really sure. But the price is $350 to $399, a limited time offer at this price. Once again, they're not asking me to say it. I got the email. I love Michael Kelly stuff. Anytime you can get in at a good price like that, makes a lot of sense. So I'm tempted. I have a vacation coming up, like an actual vacation that I have to pay a crap load of money to bring my family there and have a great time in the land of Mickey Mouse. So I can't go willy-nilly right now unless I successfully sell some stuff. I am about to actually take the crap load of pictures, get them up on Reverb to sell a bit more guitars. If you buy as many guitars that I do, if you have a channel like mine is, stuff's always coming in and stuff's always going out. In December, I sold a bunch of guitars and bought the 3 Gibsons from Thomann, kind of a condensation of the collection, just to kind of make it a little bit smaller. It hasn't quite gotten small enough, so I'm trying to push out another 6, 7, 8 guitars in the next few weeks, since I've got some time to correspond and ship them or deal with weird people coming to my house with Craigslist, that kind of stuff. I really don't want to do that. But cool people coming to my house that I already know, kind of a cool thing. I'm looking at you, Jimmy. So that's kind of where things stand there. Those should come up with it. Every time I sell stuff, you know what that means? It means that stuff starts coming in. Interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys want to look at out there, especially for like guitar gear. Other channel updates, Tim and I, so today, so Wednesday, April 4th, in the teens. I've got a few hours, so I'm going to do a handful of guitar videos. My buddy Barry Perry on the channel is always saying, dude, like, love it. So many Les Paul shaped guitars, and Barry, you're quite right. So I'm trying to do a no Les Paul recording today. Do 3 or 4 demos that'll go up over the next couple weeks. I know that we're going to do at least 1 SG, perhaps 2, some other cool stuff. So keep your eye out for that. Those are coming. I think that's it. Oh, Tim. Tim's coming by next Friday, the 28th, maybe. And we're going to do a few more videos. For the Tim stuff, any ideas? Looking for some ideas on what we should do in comparison. I think we're going to do a Strat pyramid, where we take lower-end Strats and compare them to a Mexican Strat. And we see kind of how those all line up, and we'll probably dice them. We tried to do the 4-way comparison. It's kind of tough. So I think instead, by breaking it into 2 ways back and forth, we can kind of do something easier with it. We'll see. We're still making that work. Once again, open to suggestions. We're also going to dive into amps. I'm actually going to be simplifying my amp setup. I have a lot of amps right now. I'm only really using 2. So I think the Mesa may get sold. My other Mesa, which is kind of broken, will definitely get sold. I may sell the 2 Fesses. And you guys don't even think they've seen the second Fess. So we're going to try and get some videos up to demo those before they go on out the door. So it should be cool. So that filming happens next Friday, and then we try and trickle those out every week or so from that point going forward. So anyway, I guess the long story short is content's coming and cool stuff's coming, and yeah, with that, I've been making mistakes. Yes, I have issues. Now I'm going to go play at 7/8 scale out of tune. Oh, it's so luscious, two tones. Take care, folks.